Welcome, one and all. I just thought I'd bring a quick share, something I found out about today. It's called the Restrict Act. I don't know how many of you remember back in 2001, 9/11 brought to us the Patriot Act. Similar language was used to describe that, and everybody said, oh, but it's okay for our safety. And here they're going to say the same thing. I'll put the link in the description for the article I'm finding here on the National Law Review. But here's a couple of things I'd like to point out that make this strictly scary. Broad enforcement powers. As proposed, the Restrict Act grants the Secretary of Commerce broad authority to take, quote, any action as necessary, end quote, to carry out its responsibilities. Such authority explicitly includes establishing, quote, rules, regulations, procedures as the Secretary considers appropriate, end quote, issuing guidance and advisory opinions and conducting, quote, investigation of violation of any authorization, order, mitigation measure, regulation, or prohibition issued, end quote, under it. Unlawful conduct section. The U.S. Department of Justice presumably will be key law enforcement partner for the Secretary of Commerce. The Restrict Act outlines unlawful acts that can result in civil and/or criminal penalties. Those unlawful acts include both direct violations of, quote, any regulation, order, direction, mitigation, measure, prohibition, or other authorization or directive issued, end quote, under it, and in choate defense. I don't know that word. Such as attempt and conspiracy. As drafted, a criminal violation will require specific intent, i.e. proof that an unlawful act was committed, quote, willfully, end quote. Civil violations can result in fines up to $250,000 or twice the amount of the transaction that is the basis of the violation, which is greater. Criminal penalties can result in fines up to $1 million and/or imprisonment up to 20 years. Takeaways. This is what the Law Review thinks about it. The Restrict Act has been garnering bipartisan momentum in the Senate as well as backing from the Biden administration. Well, then I don't like it. As a workable solution to address the emergent risk posed by foreign ICT, internet communication is what it boils down to. That's a very broad term. Products and services to national security. If passed, the Restrict Act would provide the Secretary of Commerce broad authority to take appropriate measures to deal with identity risk and enforce measures of hefty civil and criminal penalties. Any individual or business that is doing business with providers of ICT products or services owned and controlled by foreign companies should track the progress of the proposed legislation through Congress. Anything that is an ICT. This is being billed as the act that will get rid of TikTok. An ICT is, guess what? Everything. Facebook, WhatsApp, Discord, take your pick, everything. Signal would qualify under this, as well as any other encrypted or unencrypted forms of communication. This is a direct violation of your rights. Tell your Congress critters to get off it. Thanks. This has been a Liberty Mindset Second.